Om Shanti. Brahma Baba. I came to the Brahma Kumaris in the mid-70s in London, and what I first saw was the first creation of Brahma Baba in the form of Daddy Janki, and was immediately attracted. I, however, not understanding completely, avoided the images of Brahma Baba because I thought that perhaps this is a guru, and that was not what I was looking for. It required a period of 4 months before I actually went to Madhaban for the first time. And it was while I was there, even though it was still a very rustic, small place, and meeting Daddy Kumarka and Didi, and I was further touched by these people. And it was only then that I began to be aware of who their teacher was. And of course, more than anything in that place, the vibration was so powerful that it brought about that change in me and gave realization that I hadn't had before. But even then, my connection was with Shiv Baba. And over a period of time, in fact, a period of 5 months that I spent in India, a lot of it in Punjab and Himachal, I became more and more attuned to Brahma Baba. And I think what has struck me throughout is his egolessness, his humility in being such a clear vessel for Shiv Baba, that there was no sense at all of wishing to take credit or to be seen. And so it took me a little time to appreciate, to understand. And moreover, what happened when I returned to London, and in those very early days, in the evening once, I was in bed, and Brahma Baba, as clear as day, appeared at my bedside, not given to visions or hallucinations. And what I came to know in that moment, apart from his love and connection with me, is that unlike Shiv Baba, who demands our love, demands our surrender, in a very nice way though, Brahma Baba has never asked us to love him or give him regard or make him famous, but rather, and what won my heart, was that he was the one who gave me love, in spite of my rejection of him to begin with, in my limited understanding of him, but that has been the understanding, the experience until today, is the love that one has, albeit in a very subtle form. And even though 45 years have passed, there's rarely a day that goes by that I am not in total admiration for the man that was given the name Brahma Baba. And he was the first creation. And so not only the one who then created everything that came afterwards by his own implementation, by his own example, but I see him and his role even more clearly at the moment, that he's a visionary. And the world at the present time is very badly in need of a vision. And so it wasn't like, just someone who had a dream of a new world and became poetic about it, but with his heart and his hands and every fiber of his being and whatever he possessed, he had the courage to step forward to begin to make that a reality. And so even though he was scorned and rejected and laughed at first and feared even, that he was very, very clear as to where that vision was coming from. And the only thing that he needed to do was to make himself a pure vessel so that God could be seen through him. And the quality of this visionary that Brahma Baba is that he enabled all of us to catch the vision. And not only to catch the vision, but to make it our own together. And so that across the world, from every culture and background and way of thinking or being, you will find souls inspired by that vision for themselves and following his example, using all of the tools which he gave us. And it's more clear than ever that vision, he knew he wasn't going to be here to see the fullness of it. But because he was so clear, and his trust in those of us who followed him to bring it into, in time, its fullness. And so more than anything, the quality of being incognito, of being not just egolessness as a quality, that's what I would say I'm still working on trying to be. But when there's egolessness, when there's no more ego, then there's only humility. And when, for him in particular, being the instrument of God, having the depth of the vision, seeing the whole picture, it would have been so easy for him to have had spiritual arrogance. But he didn't. And so every day I see how amazing he is, and I am deeply honored to be his daughter. Om Shanti.